luxury. They can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Blap, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Playoff fever in the air. It's the first of 4 this weekend. Off we go in the divisional round. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's into space past the 25. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On first down, it's Travis to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They face 2nd down and 7. They send the tight end in motion. Second down, Travis. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Travis. That's caught! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Travis. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well. Travis to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Dulcich now brought in motion. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Dulcich now brought in motion. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On the return is Tucker. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Travis now on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
Travis. Right back to Williams. They connect again. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Travis. He's got a man. That's Watson. They get 19 on that pass play. And the Jets have a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And the Jets have got a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
I remember early in my career, Mike, this was only just starting to kind of become in vogue. Receivers would maybe get a few carries a year at most. Now, it's become commonplace throughout the NFL, and watching these results, I kind of get a little bit sooner. This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe
now a 2nd down throw for Travis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. A throw on the run. is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Broncos with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nick snap on 1st and 10. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Travis now to throw here on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle.
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Travis. He'll throw it left and has his running back. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Jets 1st down.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Travis. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is hard. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run. It's Williams. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And this time he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Jets. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And a penalty flag down in the backfield. They finally get him down, but I'm not sure if this is going to stand. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Now, a 2nd down throw for... That's over the middle and intercepted.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On 1st down, it's Travis to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Second down, Travis. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. It's another run here for Williams. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he's into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Quick throw here is complete. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. From the shotgun, here's Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. This is caught at 2. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And now, third and goal coming up.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Denver. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The PAT, up and good. The Broncos go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. To return is Tucker. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. We're Working out of the gun, it's Travis. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Travis. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. And we'll send you about a mile north of here to our studios in the Creative Village. Standing by, the coach with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. And back to it here, the third quarter underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Travis now on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for Watson. He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow. And if the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy, we could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
A first down throw for Travis. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Travis. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's got another one. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Jets. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dulcich now brought in motion. The drive will start on the ground. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's Nix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Nix from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Travis now to throw here on 1st down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, it's Travis. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well. Throwing is Travis. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Travis to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now, a 2nd down throw for Travis. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Now Travis. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
Get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Nix now on 1st and that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone, and that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Travis. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Travis from the gun on 3rd down. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. They'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Travis. This complete to Pope. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Travis. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Oh, the hard count looked like they caught somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the 1st down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Williams gets it from the pistol. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
26, Broncos 20.
Second down, Travis. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's a third down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Jets have a first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On second down, Travis again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Broncos. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying we've got to get the ball back to our offense. Give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves, and as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, it's Travis. Quick throw here is complete. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Travis now on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to take the lead here in the fourth. That is just short off the crossbar. Hit it as well as he could, but it's no good. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. A short game there to about the 22. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Travis. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Dulcich now brought in motion. Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. No problem there on the extra point. And the Broncos are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. A 1st down throw for Travis. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Travis. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Travis. That one on target to Watson. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Broncos are right back in this one. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, they've got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.